In a bid to realize a better global financial architecture for fighting climate change, Kenya is set to take an active role in the upcoming African Climate Summit, slated for September this year. Environment Cabinet Secretary Soipan Tuya has launched the official registration website and social media platforms for the summit, which will host 10,000 delegates in Nairobi. Tuya has proposed a non-discriminatory approach to climate change action, saying the blame game over carbon emissions is slowing progress.
The summit will, in many aspects, be a trade and investment summit on climate action. And it is not a summit of blame games anymore.
The CS has further announced that the Climate Change Amendment Bill will be cleared for presentation to Parliament tomorrow. The bill will incorporate carbon markets, which will allow emitters to trade in carbon credits as a way to offset emissions. Members of the National Assembly Committee on Environment have on their part pledged to support the ministry's plans.
We commit as members of Parliament and Parliament of Kenya to support the Secretariat to ensure that this particular summit becomes a success and that Africa is going to benefit from this summit.
German Ambassador to Kenya, Sebastian Groth, has urged the country to ensure green energy is both socially and economically viable to ensure access for all.
This is the key point, and we are also struggling with it in the West, in the Northwest, in Europe, with this energetic transition to make it socially and economically viable and to bring in all the people on board.
Forestry PS Gitonga Mugambi noted that the government is aiming to have everyone plant at least 30 trees annually to achieve 30% forest cover by 2030. This comes in the wake of the lifting of a 6-year ban on logging in commercial forests that environmentalists warn will have dire consequences for the environment.
We will be taking part as part of this. We will be bringing in an element of carbon sinking or credits. We will be bringing in an element of the growing of the trees.
The Committee of African Heads of State and Government on Climate Change is expected to pass the Nairobi African Leaders Declaration on Climate Change, which will propose innovative approaches to climate action.
The declaration will make a proposal on reforms on the multilateral development banks with regard to how they deal with Africa's debt. Decisions on Africa's resources that would promote green growth and a low carbon development pathway will be pronounced.
Muriel Adhiambo, K24, Nairobi.